Hello YouTube, this is Noirvortex, doing my first video that I've done for quite a while on this channel. I thought I'd just do like a general update on what I've been up to, why I haven't been very active for a long time on Noirvortex, and just sort of talk a little bit about what I've been doing, I guess. So it's going to be one of them videos. If you're not interested, then don't watch it, I guess. So yeah, as you may know, if you're a subscriber or whatever, I'm Noirvortex on here anyway, not in real life. But I do like art videos and vlogs, philosophical vlogs quite a lot, just talking about philosophy, thinking about society and all this sort of thing. But I've not done anything for a while. Reason for that is there's been quite a lot of major changes in my life, really. So first major change, of course, is I've moved. Quite a big move as well. So I'm not in the UK anymore. I've moved abroad. Moved to Russia, Moscow, which has been quite a big move. Quite an interesting move. I mean, I basically moved here to be with my girlfriend. So it's been a positive move. It's quite hard to adapt to being in Moscow. I'm still getting used to it. Obviously, quarantine. I'll talk a bit about quarantine as well. Quarantine obviously fucked that up a bit, because I came here in December and then just been in quarantine for ages. I've also been very busy with work. I'll now mention as well that I've got another channel which I now run, which is where I've been posting most of my content now, called Noir Nerd. So if you're interested in like specifically developer content around programming and even game design now as well a bit, mostly programming like JavaScript and front end web dev, but if you're interested in that sort of stuff, I'd implore you to subscribe to that, Noir Nerd, on YouTube, because all my content for that sort of thing now goes on that channel. But I want to keep this channel running, probably just to, like I've always used it for in the past, like mostly posting stream of consciousness, like thoughts on philosophy, thoughts on society, thoughts on current issues, occasional shit posting stuff as well, of course. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll talk a bit about. I've already said about the move that I've made, which has been quite big. Obviously, it was very big. I mean, it was quite scary when I did it initially, because it's like I was living in London before, and I had a lot of friends there. I had a lot of I had a sort of established social network, something I'm looking to build here as well, and which I'm starting to build. But quarantine again is sort of like didn't really help that I had to be in lockdown for, what was it, 2 months or something. I guess I can talk generally about quarantine. So I mean, like if you've seen any of my vlogs before, you'll know that I have bipolar, but I've actually managed okay with quarantine. Lockdown was alright. I think, like I said to one of my friends, mostly just spent it eating KFC and watching Netflix. Not the healthiest lifestyle choices, I admit. But that was how most of it went. I mean, it was pretty shit, but it wasn't too bad. And I really dived into my work. So I've got like, at the minute I've been working. I work 2 dev jobs. One for a games company, which is cool, as a front end dev, and then the other is working for like a sort of tech startup doing auditing. So a lot of that's like visualization of dashboard data and stuff, and it's quite interesting too. We released an app for that company actually. It's like basically around the pandemic. So it's like basically I'm not going to use this as an advertising thing for it, but basically it's a COVID-19 compliance application. It's been done. It's released. So that was good. That was a good achievement. I was quite happy to achieve that. We're still working on some stuff on the main app, but yeah. So I've been very, very busy, which is another reason why there's not been much content, because I've just been very busy with the programming, which is good. I mean, I feel I'm really developing as a programmer now. Still got lots to, I mean, still got lots to learn, but you never stop learning, I don't think. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to make a video just to say what I've been up to. I've explored parts of Moscow. Obviously, I've been to Red Square, which is interesting. Not been in Lenin's mausoleum though. That's on the to-do list. I've been to the Museum of Cosmonetics as well, which is awesome museum about space history of space. It's not an interesting enough. It's not just about the Russian side of things. Obviously, it's mostly about the Russian side of the space race and space technology. But they do also have a part which honors the US contributions. So that was quite interesting just to see that it's not like a massive propaganda thing. It's very much quite objective. The Museum of Cosmonetics is awesome. They've got this huge statue of Yuri Gagarin in the middle of it. And if you ever come to Moscow, it's really worth seeing. I've also been doing part of my part of what I've been doing here is English camp. So that's something that my girlfriend is involved in. Is it's teaching English. So I've been teaching English to Russian kids. So I did that last year as well in summer, and then I've done it at winter session, and then I've done it summer now. So I've just finished recently 6 weeks of teaching Russian kids English, which has been a new experience. Obviously, I've done some teaching before, but teaching kids is a whole other ball game. It's quite intense as well. It's like every single day for 6 weeks. There's no break really. You mean you get a little bit of a break, but so I've been doing that, which has been a bit of good self-development. Difficult at times, obviously. I mean, teaching a bunch of kids, and kids, what kids are like. They're like just they can be very draining sometimes, but sort of managed all right there, I think. I'm still alive, so that's that's an indicator. Only thing I really want to sort of get back into again is art. So I've done some digital stuff, I've done some digital artworks, just on GIMP or I think this app I've got Ibis Paint, which is quite nice. I've done some drawings, but not very many. Just when I find the time. Not a great deal. I've been trying to make time for reading. I've been reading this. I've been trying, obviously, because I'm in Russia. I've been exploring Russian literature. So I've been reading this, Master and Margarita, by Mikhail Bulgakov. I'm not that far through it, only less than halfway through, but it's like a satire on the Soviet Union. It's somewhat confusing, but good. Anyway, I'm sort of rambling now. I just decided I'll do an update on where I'm at, what I'm doing. I read some philosophy shit. I read, I think I finished reading Nietzsche's. What was it? I've got it somewhere. I can't remember which one it was. That's great, isn't it? Anyway, I finished reading some more Nietzsche, so I looked into Nietzsche a bit more again. Finished the book by Ursula K. Le Guin, just because I can see it in front of me now, The Dispossessed. So I started reading that in London, finished it while I was here. Another very good book. Again, this is really just a stream of consciousness video. I don't really know what I'm going to say. So that's a book about what's called anarchist scientists in the future who travels to this planet which is much more capitalistic, and it's all about the relations between these two planets, his theories, himself. It's almost like an existential space novel, I guess. It's quite good. I'd recommend it. And then I've also been reading this other science fiction book called Flowers for Algernon, which I'm not quite finished. I'm about halfway through that, and that's about it's quite a famous book, I think, by Daniel Keyes. I think it's made into a film as well, and it's basically a book about this man who has severe learning disabilities, or in the old times they would just call him retarded, I guess. I know it's not PC anymore to say that, but basically that's what I mean. But he basically has this surgery which makes him really intelligent, and it's sort of about how because in the start he really wants to be intelligent, and he strives for that because he just can't do it because he's got severe learning disabilities. But then it's sort of about how even being hyper intelligent can have its own drawbacks. So far, that's what the story's been about. I think it's going to go take a different turn probably at some point, but it's been quite interesting. So for writing, I've been writing for this magazine called iCody, which has been great. So usually doing about one article a month. That's all on web dev stuff, so more programming. I was author of the month twice actually, which was quite nice. So that's been great. Game stuff, like done a few odd things. I think since the last vlog I did this game called Alone for a game jam, but not a great deal. Mostly experimenting. Also been working on this thing, Gertist chat app, which is like a 3D voice chat app. That's quite exciting. I've got this post about that on my Noir Nerd channel if you're interested. Anyway, this has sort of been like a general like update on what I've been up to. You know, I'm not dead. Just sort of very busy with work. Yeah. If by the way, if you're Muscovite or you know Moscow, I recommend places to visit. I'm still exploring the city a lot. I still haven't seen a great deal of it. I am still getting used to it, really. Yeah, I've got to leave it there. That's just my update on me life.